All right, everybody. All right. You know I'm in the building. And I'm looking forward. You know what? I can't lie. I'm not really looking forward to discussing this because this caused a lot more controversy than I actually thought that it would have. I think the whole thing is strange. And I am going to be giving my 2 cents on it. And I know that there's some people who don't want to hear it. So for those who don't want to hear it, you can just scroll on by. That's fine, because I've been asked many, many times, even though I was on my healing break, to discuss this, and people not letting it go. They still want to hear my opinion. So listen, brace yourself, because here it comes. Keep on throwing up those boxing gloves. I love to see it. It's been so long since I've done a video. Those of you who are on my Instagram, I've put on makeup today. And so I'm looking forward to coming out. There's so many things, 40 days away, and I've forgotten so much. I've forgotten so much. But welcome in. I'm happy to have you here. Throw up those boxing gloves. I'm happy to see you all. Welcome in. Welcome. And enjoy the music. For those of you who are new, this is the countdown. We are live, but we do the countdown so that the text notification squad can make sure that they get their text. You can go ahead and throw up TKO Text Squad. If you want to join the text squad and make sure that you get a text every time I go live, the link is in the description. And joining the text notification squad helps you, and it also helps me, because it helps me be able to get in touch with you whenever I need to. If anything happens on any of these platforms, well, we'll talk about more of that later, but it's $1.99 a month, or $4.99 if you're international, or you can join at the $4.99 level and receive your text domestically if you want to contribute more. It's up to you. There are also ways to support the channel by just going to TanyaTKO.com and clicking TanyaTKO.com/support. All right, I see you all. Thank you all so much. Life is beautiful. Anan, Island Girl, Tana, SMJ, Ashley in the building. Welcome, Sharice, Kenya, Desi Ray, Iffy's in the house, Jody, Paula, Summer. Welcome in, L. Welcome in, everybody. Welcome. I'll see you all in a moment. Peace. Hey, Zakia, I just saw your message. Yeah, I was thinking about that this morning. So give me a second. We're going to, I know it's been a minute since we were originally supposed to do it, but give me a second because we need to organize behind the scenes. Zakia, are you a part of the text notification squad? Because I guess there are some people that bought the makeup pack that are not a part of the text notification squad. I just kind of took for granted that everybody was up to speed. So yeah, we'll be organizing that. Don't worry. Because yes, I did put on my makeup today, and I was thinking about it as I was putting on my makeup. Hey, Lisa, welcome in, everybody. Lexi, Dawn, I know this is not your first time here early. Shaking my head. So I see it has begun already with NV saying she's sick of hearing about this story. So as stated earlier, if you are tired of hearing of this story, it's probably a good idea not to click on titles discussing the story. That makes a lot of sense, right? And yes, I am throwing some slight shade because, yeah. Yeah. Oh, here's the song. Here's the song. Here's the song. Hey, 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 hey. Here we go. Hey, boom, boom, into my room. Hey, boom, boom, into my room. Hey, boom, boom, into my room. Into my room. Boom, 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 boom. I know when I sing and when you hear it, it's offbeat because there's a little bit of a delay, but just know I'm hearing you on beat. I got the beat in my head. I'm on beat. I'm on target. Hey, go ahead and tag somebody to the video. We're going to be discussing some sensitive topics, and I know we're going to have to cut it to go and do a call-in after this. Hey, Sunday, forget driving. Put it off. I'm just joking. Go ahead. You can turn on the thing while you're driving. Hey, boom, boom, into my room. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, boom, into my room. Hey. Jasmine Jones, Ash Millie in the hizzy. Hey. Boom, boom, into my room. You know what? I did a broadcast the other day and, you know, I have changed, but the change is still at the surface. Well, there's deep down body changes, but my temper in trying not to curse out callers, I'm still working on it. I'm a work in progress. Y'all. I gotta remember how to do this. We got 54 seconds on the clock, 222 people in the house, 222. For those of you who are seeing numbers. Hey, boom, boom, into my room. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, boom, into my room. Sunday, you're not driving with anybody. You gotta let them, if you're driving with somebody, let them text your responses. You can always pull over, you know. I hope you're not in a rush wherever you're going. Oh, 25 seconds. Oh my gracious, I gotta get up. I don't even remember how we start this thing in the hizzy. Let's get busy. 17 seconds. All right, come on. Hey, I'm already dancing. Let's get this party started. Hey. Uh-oh. Hey. You don't know nothing about this. Hey. It's so good to be back in the house with you all. Ooh. If you sitting down, you need to get on up, because we are in the building. Come on. Get on up, y'all. Get on. We are discussing. We are discussing Will Smith, Jada, the slap heard around the world. Listen, we're talking about it all. We're talking about it all. But you know what? We need to get live. Ooh, I feel like my lips are too pink. Are they too pink? Should I tone them down a little? I don't know. Hey. Let's get live on these other platforms first. Let me know if it's too pink. Just type too pink or tone down. Let me know. All right. You know what? We're behind schedule. Let's get this party started. We are live on LinkedIn, live on Twitter, and live on the Tanya TKO Facebook page. Welcome in the building. I am your host, Tanya TKO, and I am fresh off of 40 days away. I went and I cleansed my spirit, my soul, my psyche. I got me some healing from the floor to the ceiling and somewhere in between. Listen. Oh, me, oh, me, oh, me, oh, my. Today we're talking about Will Smith and the slap heard around the world. Oh, my goodness. I look, go ahead and subscribe, like the video, like the channel. Come on in. We are, oh, they like the pink. Yes, this is the vegan makeup that I sold over Christmas. If you missed it, I'm sorry you missed it. It was a once in a lifetime kind of thing, but that's fine. Oh my Lord, you all know what we're talking about today. This is my first video, my first show in 40 days, so I'm a little bit rusty. This video is going to probably be a little bit longer than my typical videos because I have to kind of learn how to do all of this all over again. Live produce is not as easy as it seems, but let's see if I can get this up. There we go. You all remember this. You all remember it because it happened. It happened while I was away. I saw it. I gasped. I sent it to a few people. I sent it to a few vloggers, and I wasn't able to watch any of the responses because I was in Zen mode. But here we go. I'm not going to play the volume and I'm not going to play the slap, but I'm going to talk about what happened. So Will Smith, I got it. Let me skip past this part because I don't know if YouTube is demonetizing videos. And then that was the after effect. I don't know if they're demonetizing videos that are showing the slap, so I just cut it out. So then Will Smith, right? And then he walked off the stage. So for those of you who don't know what happened, the guy on the stage right now, his name is Chris Rock. He's a comedian about the same age as Will Smith. And you see Will Smith's face right there, right? And is that our girl next to him, Lupita? Is that Lupita next to him? Because I was telling people that was Lupita and they were like, no, that's not her. Right. But I'm like, yeah, I think that's Lupita. Nonetheless, let's talk. Chris Rock made a benign seeming joke on stage about Jada Pinkett being in G.I. Jane 2. Will Smith very politely, I'll reenact it for you. He walked up to the stage and Chris Rock was like, because Will Smith was coming up. Will Smith went, oh, right? Hand was all flexed out, right? Oh, and slapped the taste out the man's mouth, right? Then the man was like, oh, snap. Will Smith just slapped the feces out of me, right? And Will Smith was walking off. You saw him button up, right? Then Will Smith sits down, and this is where things start to get a little hairy-carry, right? All right. You see Will Smith's face. There are some people who think that this is stage. I know that it is not. Because Will Smith, and we're going to play a bunch of videos for you today, showcasing how we got to where it is that we are right now, right? How did we get here? How did we get here? Oh, how did we get here? Look at his face. He looks unhinged. Look, He's like, keep my wife's name. Look, he doesn't look like the typical Will Smith, right? And he doesn't look like the typical Will Smith that we all know and love, right? You see, Will Smith is trying to. You all want to see the big hand? I know, right? I'll do the big hand once we come back in, right? So Chris Rock, you can see he's trying to hold it together. He doesn't have a comeback. Oh, let me pause it. Let me pause it because it's reversing. It's reversing. He didn't have a comeback. He didn't have anything witty, snappy to say. He didn't, right? This is how I know the discomfort in his voice. There have been a lot of people who have had a lot of different opinions about this slap. I'm going to tell you all my opinion. I took some notes because I want to stay on target. Number one. Will Smith is speaking the language that men understand. Violence. This is why you see so many men who have come out after the fact wanting a go at Will Smith now, including Chris Rock's little brother, who did a stand-up routine about catching some hands, right? Now, we're going to be talking about the Black community. I'm going to be showing you all a bunch of videos. We're going to jump in and all outside of this, right? Don't you worry. Don't you worry. Don't you worry. We're going to go all through it. Don't you worry. Don't you worry. Will Smith is speaking the language that men understand. Violence. This is the language that men understand, right? That's number one. Men are naturally savage. I mean, as ladies, we probably don't want to hear this, but men are naturally savage. Men are not like us for the most part, right? They have driving forces inside of them that are different than ours, right? Whereas we think about cooperation, men think about competition, right? They're very different. We civilize men. We do. We domesticate men. We have. And for many a woman, we know, and sometimes we take up a pet project, a male pet project that we can take and try to sophisticate. Oh, let me just start out the video. I forgot to even give my intro because I see somebody that's typing. They don't care. I am your host, Tanya TKO. I am a self-love specialist from TanyaTKO.com. I create videos so that we can self-reflect. We talk about the viral topic, but it's never, oh, here's the big hand. We talk about viral topics, but it's never about the subject matter. It's about you. And there's a lot of talking about you that we need to discuss inside of this video, as well as women and us needing to keep our bocas shut. Close your mouth. Don't talk about this situation. Men are speaking their language to other men. When dogs are talking in the street, you don't go in between them and try to understand and be like, bah, bah. Oh, wait, that's a chicken. We don't do that. Don't. Sit down. Go put on some mascara or paint up your fingernails or go lay in the sun and get a nice tan like your girl. Holla, right? Go do your hair, go get it coiffed and flattened down if you like it like that. Go glue on some eyelashes. Go cinch up your waist if you need to. But don't get in between man business. Let me tell you, because what we have here is a male person speaking the language that another male person understands, and then the fallout and the aftermath of that. And there's some pussy ass makers out there who are pretending as if I thought I changed. I guess I didn't change that much because the curse words have come a flying. There's some pussy ass makers out there who are pretending as if it is Jada's job to have held back Will when Will walked up there all, walked up there all cool, calm, and collected as the Will Smith that we have all known and loved throughout the ages. But let's jump in let's jump into the rest. Let's jump into the rest. Did I ever put up the thumbnail on this video? I don't think I did. Golly. We had 15 minutes beforehand to do it, and I don't think I did it. I did not do it. Give me 1 second. Let me just put up the thumbnail real quick. Here we go. I just want to put up the thumbnail about the slap heard around the world. There it is. I put the thumbnail up. You can refresh and share the video and do all of that, right? Number 2, right? Oh, part of number 1, I said violence is always on the table when men are dealing with men. Violence must always be on the table. This is why we as women need to fall back and allow men to handle man business. Violence is always on the table. It is the choice. And it has been Will Smith's choice for decades, seeming like millennia, to always take the high road, right? Let's go into number 2. Come on, Will Smith is a cornball. Will Smith is a cornball. I can say that out loud, and I'm sorry to people who love the Smiths. But you know, even if you love the Smiths, and you're watching my video, you know what I'm talking about. Will Smith has always been. Oh my gosh! I remember when I was a child. I didn't look this up because I wasn't going to talk about this. Let's look up. Parents just don't understand. Understand. By the Fresh Prince. For those of you who don't know, Will Smith was a rapper in his younger days. I want you to take, look how cute and young he is. Look how cute and young he is. Look, this is Will Smith right here, right? He was a rapper in his younger days called the Fresh Prince, right? And so this is, so this is him, right? Well, I don't think that's him with the shoes on, but here we go. Right? So let's turn down the volume on this and just play. So look at Will Smith when he was a little kid. Look at the walls. Look at how the colors and look. Oh, he's so cute. I didn't realize how cute he was. But nonetheless, right? He looks so much like Jaden. How interesting. Nonetheless, let's talk about this. Let's talk about this. Will Smith is a cornball, and he has always been kind of corny. That's been his shtick. Look at him. He made songs that when I was a child, look at his face, look at him playing around, being goofy, right? He made songs that when I was a child, my parents did not feel threatened by the music that he played. We were able to play his music with abandon, right? With abandon, because he didn't use curse words. He was always goofy. He made music that was funny, shticky kind of thing, right? Right? Let's continue going forward. I want to play something for you that I think will give us more context so that we can understand, because I've heard Caucasoids talking about Will Smith. And if there's any of you Negroids out there that are listening to Caucasoids condemn this man while they stand up there and talk about the mental health issues of these people who pick up guns and go spraying up other people's children, right? I want you to tell them to close their mouths. Shut up. You have no moral ground. What did Louis Farrakhan say? Close your mouth. You have no moral ground to stand on. Hush. Be quiet. I refuse to sit here and listen to the most barbaric group of people condemn this man after decades of going the high road. I refuse to listen to you Black people sit up there after years of bullying this man publicly, meme after meme after meme, then come around talking about, how dare he have lost so much respect for him. You didn't have respect for him in the first place because he's corny. The dude is corny. He is so non-threatening that when he walked up to the stage, Chris Rock, who has had decades long, and I'm going to show you some videos from some other vloggers, decades long history of harassing Jada. When Will was coming to the stage, Chris was like, uh-oh. He thought it was funny. He thought Will approaching him was funny. He didn't think nothing of it because Will Smith is so punkish to us, right? Will Smith is so punkish to us that we don't even see him. We don't see him as masculine. We don't see him as manly, right? We're going to talk about a lot, including a letter that the little girl, Jada's daughter, they're both of their daughter, Willow, that's her name, that Willow wrote to Tupac, begging Tupac to come back from the damn dead to save their family. Listen, we're going to go into all of it. Don't you worry. I got you. 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 Listen, we're going to go into all of it. Don't you worry. Don't you worry. All right. You know what? I'm going to go into the rest of my list, but I want to play something for you all that a vlogger, what is her name? Let me get her name for you. Lailah Lynn. Support Black female content creators. Oh, hold on. Sorry. There's another video I want to play before that. There's another video I want to play by Empressive. Some of you know the Empressive channel. Some of you don't, but that's cool. I'm going to play this video for you all because I think it's important for us to understand who Will Smith is and has been. Because both Jada Pinkett-Smith and Will Smith came from abusive households. Will Smith used to watch his father beat his mother down, beat her to a pulp. Jada, listen, let's continue going forward. Let's play this for you. Yes. Oh, honey, we're going to get into everything. Don't you worry. So this is from Empressive. Support Black female content creators. Let's continue going forward here.
She cursed at me in front of 20 people at this party. She's like, Will, would you shut the up? Ooh. With Trey sitting on my lap. And I grabbed a newspaper and I said, bah! Can I talk to you in the other room, please?
Oh, and I was like, right. This joker just hit me on my head with a newspaper.
We went in the other room and I said, Jada, this is the deal.
Hold on. Let me pause this real quick because I see Urban has come onto the page to say that this is Jada's fault or she's the culprit. I don't know how disempowered. You know, I had a colleague who was a drag queen, right? He would dress up as a drag queen. And he was in a bathing suit one time. And I said, what happened to your stuff? Right? You know, the bulge in the front. Because he was flat in this bathing suit bottom, right? He was flat. And he told me a secret that only drag queens know. And I don't know if I'm supposed to say this publicly, but I'll tell you all. He said inside of the human body is like a space right up there under the nuts, right? There's a space that you can take your balls and all of that and push them up inside your body. I'm sorry to give away the secret. I'm sorry. There's a place inside of the male body that's just empty. It's cavernous. You can take your balls and push them up inside your body. You can even take your ding-a-ling, spread it down flat, push it up, tape it, and pull up your panties, right? Let me tell you something, Urban. I don't know how far up into your cavern your balls are tucked. But it is not a woman. Listen, I want you to hear me, and I want you to hear me very well. It is not a woman's responsibility what a man chooses to do. I beg you, hold your nose and blow. Just like when you're on the airplane, hold your nose and blow so that not only can your ears pop out, but so that your balls can pop out of your body and hang down low. Please, let your balls free, sir. It is not a woman's responsibility for what a man chooses to do. Men must be men. This is why I'm telling women, be quiet. Don't talk on this situation where you hear men speaking the language that other men understood, because you saw after that man was slapped in his damn face, he jumped in a line, didn't he? He jumped right in line. He said, sorry about that. I won't. I will keep her name out of my mouth. This is what he said. So please, Urban has apologized. Wonderful. Blow. And let them drop down low and swing free. Come on. Let the nuts free, please. Stop holding them poked and tucked and pressed up inside of your body so that you can be flat in the front. Let the nuts go wild. Let them hang down low. Let the nuts hang low. Let them wobble to the floor. Okay, maybe we don't want them that long, but let's continue going forward. Let's continue. Let's continue. Let's continue. Let's continue. Oh Lord, I was concerned when I came back whether or not the old Tanya was gone for good, but I see she's here, still at the surface. Let's continue forward. Let's continue.
Deal. I grew up in a household where I watched my father punch my mother in the face. I will not create a house, a space, an interaction with a person where there's profanity and violence. If you have to talk to me like that, we can't be together.
Wow.
We're not going to use any profanity in our interactions. We're not going to raise our voice. We're not going to be violent. I can't do it.
Yeah.
She was like, well, you're not going to be hitting me in my head. I said, get out. She was like, wait, so you would break up with me over some words? I was like, yeah, I just did. I was like, we're not cursing.
Damn.
And her eyes welled up with tears. And she was like, okay, we didn't use any profanity in any argument. We never raised our voices. We took communication courses, all of that.
That's beautiful.
And we never had violence.
Never raised your voice?
We didn't raise our voices.
Very interesting. Very interesting. You know.
All right. So you know what? I want you all to give a round of applause for this interaction that they had, where they had this very open, honest conversation, right? They had an open, honest conversation on Red Table Talk where he discussed, and there's somebody saying he sounds dumb. Hush, dear, hush. Because healthy relationships do not include violence. Healthy relationships do not include people cursing each other out. They don't. I don't stand for that in my relationships, and I feel him 100% with my being. Go ahead. This video right here is from the channel Empressive. Support Black female content creators and share the love all over. All right. Let's continue going forward. There's a few different things that I want to show you. That was one right there. Now, let's go into the memes, right? You know what? No. My number three on the list. In 2020, the then 27-year-old, he was either 27 or 25, something along those lines. A young man by the name of August Alsina. I'll bring forward these pictures of August for you all so that you can see. All right, here we go. August Alsina, this guy right here that you see, right? He's a young man who claims he was getting ready to do an album, and he made a claim that him and Jada Pinkett-Smith had an affair of which Will Smith was not only aware but was okay with. All right, remember he came out with that. And the crazy part about it is that we had been hearing for years. We've been hearing for years rumors that Will and Jada had an open relationship, blah, 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 blah. But guess what happened? Will and Jada came out to discuss this, right? Did he make a song Entanglement? You know what? I got bored with him really quickly. You know what? Hold on. Before we listen, hold on. I just want to show you all something. I'm going to try to sneak this in real quick so that the algorithm doesn't catch it. But I'm going to show you a D print, right? I'm going to show you a D print, right? Because Son was all over the internet just showing his goods. Just go and type. Go type. Because he is forever letting that thing hang low, right? And so, look, hold on. Let me just click on this for you all real quick. I mean, you know what? That should probably be blurred. You know, I don't know what the algorithm thinks about certain things, but he was forever just letting himself hang out there on the internet, right? Young man. Oh my goodness. So anyway, I don't know what was going on behind the scenes. I don't know. I'm just showing you what the internet has on it. I'm just showing you the boy. He don't got the same issue that some of these people have tucked up in between. He don't got that issue. But nonetheless, right? Nonetheless. He came out and said he had an entanglement. Will and Jada went and so somebody's saying they lost respect for Will Smith. I don't think Will Smith really cares about your respect. Not only that, I can't wait until we address the hypocrisy of all of you hypocrites out there who are claiming as if you've led a life free of ever having made any type of mistake. I'm gonna jump into your asses in a moment. Don't you worry. Nonetheless, Will and Jada. Hold on. They were on the red table, right? Where I'm going to show this. So they were on the red table having a talk after that whole boondoggle with August Alsina came forward, and they had to address it publicly, right? So for some reason, Will looks tortured in this discussion. So they had a talk about the entanglement.
It's not true. We specifically never said anything.
Right.
So coming to the table was like we just felt
At all.
So
yeah.
You know, and I feel
look at
like
Will's face.
it's a situation that I considered private, in the air, and just being.
All you have to do is search for Jada brings herself to the table. Search for that on Facebook. You can search for it on Google. You'll find the video, right? Because it's
the only person that can give permission in that particular circumstance is myself.
Yes.
So Will's face, he's not looking well. He looks tortured. I don't know what is troubling him because the rumors have been out for a long time, decades, right? But you see his face in discussing, his eyes look swollen as if he's been crying. It's just Jada looks, her face is beat to the gods higher than mine. And she's talking, I don't see not a puff in her eye, not a nothing, right? She is
like I love my baby. I'm gonna stand by my baby no matter what.
Well, I definitely understand.
So they're talking, and they came out and talked about this situation, right? I don't know if Will was. What is that face about? Hold on.
Together, young, and we were both broken in our own ways, and to be able to.
Yeah, she does. I don't know. She's clenched in the jaw. There's a lot going on. Watch some body languages experts talk about this video because, what's happening? Oh, wait, hold on. They're trying to stop us. They're trying to stop us, but they can't stop us. They can never stop us. They no can stop we. So let's go. So he looks tortured. Looks like he's having some issues. It was in this video that they talked about. I mean, look at her. She is not having. Listen. She has.
It ain't for the weak at heart. There's just certain things that you have to go through, and it's like.
And I wish,
So somebody is saying rumors are not public confirmation. From what it is that I saw when I was researching this, Will Smith came out a year after and confirmed that they had an open relationship. Not only that, it is stated that Will has also had other paramours. So listen, I don't know. I ain't in a bedroom business like that.
Just knowing somebody's riding with you no matter what.
Yeah.
And you really.
It's so strange because Jada looks so cool and Will looks so tormented. Oh, they're laughing. Let's see what they're laughing about.
But, I will definitely.
Hold on. Let's go back to the beginning and see what they were laughing
That's
at.
what you want.
Hold on. I don't know what the joke is. Hold on.
And I don't think it's about getting anybody back.
No, for me it is.
Okay. I'll give you that petty if that's what you want.
Oh, my. Okay. Well, I guess he's out for revenge. Who knows what's going on? Who knows? Okay.
We die together.
Bad marriage for life.
Hold on. Oh, I heard about this joke from another vlogger that they said, we ride together, we die together, bad marriage for life. That's not funny, but
25 years and counting.
We ride together.
We die together.
Bad marriage for life.
Yeah, that don't sound funny, but okay. Okay. All right. Okay. Let's continue going forward. Let's going forward. Let's continue going forward. All right. So, Will Smith and Jada came out, and I believe that this is where everything began to unravel, right? Because we know what happened after Will Smith appeared in this Red Table Talk, right? He became the laughing stock of the internet. You all remember all of this, right? You remember he became the laughing stock of the internet. They started making memes about his crying face. What does this say? They started doing all types of jokes. When your partner gets into an entanglement, but it ain't your lasso. He became a meme. Everybody was joking, laughing at him, crying, making all the Fresh Prince of Despair, making, oh, what the world is this? Oh my, he had a dad bod. Oh gracious, that the pandemic got to us all. Speaking of which, but nonetheless, let's talk about it. When Will Smith and his wife came out and discussed the issue with August Alsina, you all commenced to public bullying. You commenced to turning him into a meme, laughing in his face, guys speaking the language of guys. I mean, I saw even vloggers that I respect, professional vloggers, calling him, male vloggers that have professional vlogs that discuss this, calling him a cuck, right? For those of you who don't know, the cuckoo bird will allow its mate to mate with other men, and that's where the term cuckold, which YouTube doesn't like, came from. That's where the word came from the cuckoo bird and their mating habits and practices. The male cuckoo bird will take care of the offspring of another cuckoo bird, right? And so they decided to denigrate him and belittle him, right? And drag him through the mud, right? Not only that, let's continue going forward. Something else happened. A few months ago, Jada and Gwyneth Paltrow, raise your hands if you remember this. Jada and Gwyneth Paltrow came out on the Red Table Talk discussing relationships. Let us find that video. Ooh. Let me close a few of these because we don't need to see that trouser snake anymore. Just Google August Alsina, PENIS, or Pen is. Go Google that. You'll see, because he had it out everywhere. He had got no shame about it. So nonetheless, let's see. Okay, here we go. Let's talk about this. Let's talk about it. So
you expect your partner to know, especially when it comes to sex.
Right.
It's like, well, if you love me, you should know.
Right.
You know?
So I want to talk about this real quick because she made a benign statement. In the statement, she just simply said that you think, oh, if you love me, you should know how to please me, right? And so let's continue.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If you love me,
You should be able to read
you
my
should
mind.
read my mind.
Yeah.
Jada Pinkett-Smith.
So let's continue. So this is a video from E.T. We don't need the commentary. I'm just going to go past that, right? And then Will Smith said something very poignant.
Anything that I need to make myself happy, I will present that to my wife.
Oh, sorry. So he was saying that it's not a man's job to make his woman happy. It's not his woman's job to make her man happy, that they have to make themselves happy. And then
In 2007.
Anything that I need to make myself happy, I will present that to my wife that I need that to be happy. Divorce is not an option. We're gonna be together. So we're gonna figure out how to be happy.
In fact, he doubled down on all that again in 2015, telling ET that when it comes to their marriage, they put in the work.
You can't expect it to be easy. It's like our marriage was the most difficult, grueling, and excruciating thing that we've ever taken on in our lives. And, you know, we're just not quitters. And by the same token, we're not apathetic. So we're not going to sit there and let it, you know, be painful. We're going to keep working. And if there is a secret, I would say, is that we never went into working on our relationship. We only ever worked on ourselves individually and then presented ourselves to one another better than we were previously.
And just in case there was any confusion, on Wednesday.
Okay, then Jada Pinkett came out and she put out a statement, right? And her statement says, "Only because I got time today. Stop making up headlines. Watch the Red Table Talk I did with Gwyneth Paltrow for yourselves. Will and I have never had an issue in the bedroom. Thank you." Right? The thing is that her statement was so benign. It was so weird that people took it and turned it into something completely different, right? Then Gwyneth Paltrow started talking about her children and how they learned about sex and stuff, blah, 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 blah. You can go watch the ET piece for yourself, et cetera, et cetera. But the strange part about it is that people took this as an opportunity to, again, emasculate Will Smith. They started making memes. They said Jada disrespected him. Jada's not pleased. Will doesn't know how to please. He got small D energy. He got this. He got that. Blah, 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 blah. And they were just going on and on and on about Will and turning it into something strange from stuff that she never even said. They were just looking for some sort of opportunity to vilify her. In our society, for some reason, we hate women. Like if this had been about Will Smith having an affair, like Will Smith has already come out and admitted that he too has been with someone else during the course of their marriage while they were separated, right? Because when she was with August, apparently they were separated and he did his thing, she did her thing. But our society hates and likes to throw stones at women who know what it is that they want in bed, like what it is that they like, explore sex and sexuality. We love to throw stones at them, but men love the benefits of those women who know what they like and know how to please. It's so strange. It's so strange. This is why I say to you, ladies, listen, remember we talked about this before, like your vagina. Remember the Transformers, more than meets the eye, just dum, 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 dum. Just clamp up your vagina. Clamp up your vagina and just tuck it back within yourself. When you hear men coming up with this whole, it was Jada's fault. Let me show you something that I was hoping that I wouldn't have to show. But let me show you something. Let me show you something. I want to show you all something that I thought was really bizarre. Something that I thought was really bizarre. Let me see if I can get this out. All right. Okay. So, oh my gracious. Somebody says his wife should have protected him on his big night. I just want you to hear the mentality. This is when you take your vagina like a 1940 suitcase and you clamp it and just tuck it under your arm and walk out the door. Just go. When you start hearing foolishness like this, because, listen, let's continue going forward. Let's continue. I wish Jada would have reached out and grabbed Will's arm before he went up on that stage to protect him as well. She never protects him. She could have used her power. I don't understand this. I don't understand. My vagina just dries. I can't. I don't understand. Here, let's continue. Oh, it's small now. Let me put it on it. I'll listen. She never protects him. She could have used her power as his wife to calm him down before things got to the point. I don't understand. This is just dumb to me. It's like, come on, just and let them hang down low, sir. What are you talking about? I just want you to read the depravity that exists inside of the minds of some of these tucked up, bald men out here. I just want you to hear. Just listen. She never protects him. She could have used her power as his wife to calm him down before things got to this point. Not because she wouldn't have wanted to be defended and protected by her man, as all women do, but because her role as his wife is to protect the heart of her man as well. In recent years and perhaps throughout the whole marriage, for all we know, because we only know what they show us. She really hasn't done that as well. Marriages are two-way street, or should be. She been taunting this man for some time through her own actions. I mean, what is going on? She been taunting this man for some time through her own actions. Her own actions, entanglements, etc. The humiliation, embarrassment, shame, guilt, disdain, and disappointment in himself that he will now yet again have to endure at her expense. Really? I'm so tired of these bitch asses out here. I'm so tired of them at her expense. This man has made a choice to be with Jada. They've been together 25 years. This is his wife, whom he chose and continues to choose each day. He is a grown man. If at any time he wants something different, he can choose something different. This is what I'm saying. Just let them hang down low. Please blow them back out of your body. They need to swing and breathe. Come on. Let's continue. The disdain, disappointment in himself that he will now yet again have to endure at her expense. While noble, may prove to be the very detrimental breaking point for an already mental and emotionally vulnerable man. And that was extremely evident tonight. I'm more worried about him and the after effect of this. Oh, my Lord. Come on. This is a grown man we're talking about. This is a grown man making choices that a grown man makes for himself. He has made the choice to be with her, right? So, to get back into our trail of events, let's get back into the trail of events. Listen, go ahead and thumbs up the video, like the video. If you want to join the text notification squad, the link is below. You know what? Let me drink some water. I'm going to play the commercial for you all for the text notification squad, but support the channel, $1.99 a month or $4.99 a month. Here we go. Are you tired of missing Tanya TKO's live videos? Arriving late when the video is well underway or about to end? Are you fatigued of only seeing a live video randomly while perusing YouTube and Facebook? Or worse, randomly unsubscribed? Well, now you can get a text notification whenever I go live. No longer are we dependent on the algorithm of these fickle platforms. For just $1.99 a month US and Canada or $4.99 a month international, you get a personalized text message 15 minutes before each live show. Now you can show up early with the Tech Squad, meet other people from all over the world, and get invited to secret broadcasts off platform. Most importantly, support your favorite independent creator. Go to TanyaTKO.com and click on text. Join the TKO Tech Squad today for just $1.99 a month US and Canada or $22 a year if you pay in advance. $4.99 a month international, $50 a year if you pay in advance. You'll never again be tardy to the party. I'll see you on the next broadcast. TanyaTKO.com/text. Welcome back, everybody. I am your host, Tanya TKO. And if you are just joining us, we're discussing this whole Will Smith, Chris Rock, my 2 cents on that $10 slap. And, people are now trying to claim that Chris Rock has some sort of mental learning disability and he can't read people's faces and he doesn't know what's socially acceptable or not. Yet he's a comedian who's influencing people with his comedy. And now after he got slapped to Kingdom Come up on that stage. And you know what? I've heard a bunch of people. I've heard a bunch of people say, well, what if it was a woman? Well, why didn't he slap August Alsina? Well, what if it was this? And what if it wasn't any of that? Will Smith, who has decades-long history of being very cool, calm, and collected, went up on the stage to his peer who had been taunting Jada for decades, right? Literally decades. I have videos from the 90s that I will show you. I think it was 1996 of him taunting her, right? They're colleagues behind the scenes. They're in the same circles, in the same age group. When that whole August Alsina thing came out, August Alsina was a child to them. Will discussed this with his wife on Red Table Talk. It wasn't for him to go out there trying to slap young men making claims. What happens in their marriage, and listen, let me show you this. Let me show you. Will Smith confirmed he and Jada Pinkett-Smith have an open relationship and admitted she's never believed in a conventional marriage a year from that entanglement drama. So you can go read this for you. Who is this with this? Why he look like that? My God, that ain't go. What the hell happened to the dude's face? He look a mess. What the... You know something? Listen, men, you need to choose better. Have you out here looking? Look at the way this man's face look. He look. What the hell? Jada is looking cool as a cucumber, face beat to the gods, and this man got some goatee on the bottom of his face. Face look a burnt mess. I don't know what is going on here. He doesn't listen. Choose better. He look. She looks stunning here. I love those 1920s finger waves. Listen, what is this? I'm sorry. What happened to our Will? He was looking so young and fresh. Listen. Because they got together very young. Listen, let me show you they got to, I remember, what's her name from A Different World. Remember she used to wear them big clothes and she used to try to act like she was a tough little cutie. Look, I just want you all to see. We had a cute, smooth-faced little Will Smith. Here, I'm trying to find the thing. We had a cute little smooth-faced Will Smith back in the days. And then I don't know what happened. So he was all cute and smooth-faced, right? He was all cute and smooth. Where's this? I'm trying to get a close-up of the man's face, right? This is Will Smith. He was all cute. Listen. He was all cute and smooth-faced. I understand we all get older. But my God, what is going on? This man looks like he's been living a stressed life. Oh my God. Listen, where's that? God, this is, and then I'm gonna show you a whatchamacallit. I'm gonna show you all a whatchamacallit from Willow. Cause Willow wrote a letter to Tupac. I don't know what's been going on. Look at this. What the F? Oh my God. Somebody send this man some shea butter because he look a dried out damn. don't. I'm sorry. I did not mean, you know what? I don't want to insult the dude because he's already going through a lot. I don't want to bully him. Dear, get sick. Listen. Little. I'm going to say nothing else. Take care of it. So nonetheless, he admits that they had an open marriage. I'm sorry. He looked dry. I'm sorry. I ain't talking about his manhood. I'm talking about his skin. I, as a black person, as a black woman, I reserve the right to always comment on ashiness, or dryness. Always. I cannot let that go. I can't. As a black person, you have got, listen, you squeeze some on your elbows. Just do what you got to do. Do what you got to do. I'm sorry. Listen, choose better. Because you know, see Ciara, since she chose better, she's thriving. She was looking a haggard mess at one point too, but she chose better. I don't know. It ain't my business. Let's continue going forward. Let's continue. I'm sorry. All right, let's continue going forward. So he admitted that they had an open marriage, right? I'm sorry. I apologize. I apologize. Please forgive me. I shouldn't have said nothing. No, I reserve the right. I must always talk about Ash. If you come out dry knuckled, look like you've been punching a bag of flour, or wrestling with powdered donuts, or digging your hand in the powdered donut bags, and you got the ash, I have got to speak up on it. I got to, because I want to help. That's all I want to do. I want to help, right? Somebody saying everybody takes bad pictures. Dear. This is a series of photos that have me wanting to send liquid cocoa butter to the dude. But nonetheless, that's not the point. Let's continue going forward. I apologize, Will and Will fans. I apologize, the Smith family. I apologize. I did not mean to. But don't let you know what? Keep somebody from the fam on these sets so that they could tell you when the makeup is looking like you've been standing behind the exhaust of a bus in Dubai. I'm sorry. I was out there in Dubai. It was hundreds of degrees. And that bus was blowing out exhaust. He's not old. He's only like 52 or something like that. Nonetheless, let's continue going forward. I'm going to show you video from Chris Rock, right? I'm going to show you video from Chris Rock, how he had been talking about Jada for decades, literally decades. So this is a video from Lailah Lynn, right? This is a video from Lailah Lynn. So support Black female content creators. Find the ones that are right for you. If you don't find one that's right for you, just continue to search, right? So this is Chris Rock when he was talking about Jada from the Oscars. Remember, Jada Pinkett boycotted the Oscars 2 years ago, or no, 5 years ago. I believe it was 2016. She boycotted the Oscars.
Boycotting the Oscars is like me boycotting Rihanna's panties. I wasn't invited. Jada's mad her man, Will, was not nominated for Concussion. I get it. Tell the truth. I get it. You get mad. She said it's not fair that Will was this good and didn't get nominated. Yeah, you're right. It's also not fair that Will was paid $20 million for Wild Wild West, okay?
So there's some jealousy. Sounds like there's some jealousy or some stuff going on. He feels that it was not fair that Will was paid so much. Meanwhile, maybe at the time he wasn't really pulling in the bank. I don't know. Somebody asked whether or not I had taken several bad pictures in a row. Honey, this is why when you go on these photo shoots, you need to have somebody you trust and love there with you. Because when they start putting that makeup that's not your shade on you and you look like you've been behind the exhaust bus Come on, you got to have your peoples there by you. And then you need to have first right of refusal. You need to have first right of refusal when I think, you know what? I think Lailah Lynn did a really great job on this video. I really enjoyed this video, and thank you to Daphne who sent this video to me because I was on my healing hiatus. I had not heard about it. Lailah went into intersectionality, and so yeah, she did a whole bunch, and she explained so much, and she showed this vintage footage. Vintage. This is why I love bloggers. We are the shizzle my grizzles. Let's continue because we find stuff, we get sent stuff. So thank you to all of the people who send content my way. Thank you.
Designed to address the intersectionality of a Black woman's experience of a shopping trip, like Chris Rock described it in his now 90s, and it is now reached and belittle it in.
Listen. Oh, the sound is bad on this clip. Sorry, y'all. Listen to how he talks about them.
We called it bitches by the bell.
You see, 1 million Black women came together. This was in 1996, something like that, right after the Million Man March, to talk about issues that were affecting Black women. He called it bitches by the belt, I guess the Belt Parkway or whatever, right? And he was just, it was so distasteful. And you know what? Hold on. I want to find the footage. Let me see if I can find the footage. Let's see.
And it was important.
So I'm gonna, so this is how he disrespected it. He just, listen.
Sadly, after a year of planning. Now, you know why it took so long to get it going? Because organizers had to make sure that no two women had on the same outfit. Moving speeches from people like Maxine Waters, Winnie Mandela, and here are some inspirational words from the lovely Jada Pinkett.
I am here today because this is an act of power, women. Okay? Yeah! Everybody say ho!
And he dubbed the roof is on fire, and he just made a mockery of her, right? Oh, bees by the bell for the Liberty Bell. Okay. We have something called the Belt Parkway in New York. So I thought that's what he was talking about. I didn't get it. The joke wasn't funny. You see, because the words are not lining up. So it's like he dubbed over it, making a mockery of her.
In my opinion, Chris Rock.
So I wanted to show you a little bit of her speech, right? Because she talked and she was so passionate. I didn't even recognize her, but I forgot that she just, youth and growing up
as a Black woman, which is why it can be made fun of her. But apparently,
let's get them all together and tell them you.
Okay, you know what? Oh, damn it. You just go watch her video because she has a long clip in there from Jada when, I think this is it right here. Hold on.
Speaker at the Million Women's March.
Oh, you know what? Here, is this it right here? Hold on.
Love. And for real, you better start finding the love within yourself so you can turn to your sister and love her too.
Okay, so she made a very impassioned, important speech about self-love, about loving yourself as a Black woman, etc. And she was so young at this time. She came out, and Chris Rock had a show back then. She came on his show, and he was throwing shade at her on the show. It was so bizarre. Look, listen.
You at the Million Woman March. You went down to the Million Woman March. Now they had the Million Man March, and I knew what that was about because brothers was losing their minds,
Right.
doing all sorts of crazy shit. It's like, okay, let's get them all together and tell them you don't fuck around no more. What was the Million Woman March about? Because y'all see, because Black women are all right.
Well,
I don't understand, I don't understand how Black men can think that they have to deal with all of the issues of racism and that Black women are eyed, even though we have to deal with racism, sexism, ageism, all of these different isms, the intersectionality of all of these isms. And they continue to think that we're all right. They think the enslavement period where our ancestors were trafficked. I refuse to call them slaves, and I want you to stop calling them slaves as well, because they were not slaves. They were trafficked human beings taken from their homeland and exploited, taken advantage of. This is why I don't want to hear any Caucasoid talk about this situation, not after all the centuries of their barbarism. I don't want to hear anything from them about it. So I don't get it. I don't get it. Nobody said Jada was an angel. However, this is Will Smith's wife, whom he chose. If there's something going on in the marriage that he's not on board with, in the same way that he bopped her with a newspaper and had a serious conversation with him, he can have more conversations, and if the conversations are not working, he can leave. He has that choice. So let's continue going forward. Let's continue.
Not really, though. I mean, yeah, we needed to kind of get together and get an agenda. It's like, okay, women, it's time to focus on our families.
An agenda? Yelling at us?
Right. Besides, it's like, all right, look, let's deal with us. Let the Black man do what he has to do, okay? Let's focus on us for a minute.
Okay.
And I mean, I just think that what the Million Woman March did is like, I think sometimes we put too much focus on Black men, and we really need to focus on ourselves and strengthen ourselves, you know? And that ultimately makes better men. For real, girls, let's get it right. Let's get it right. All right? If we ain't together, our men don't have a chance. Trust, okay? So that's what that was about.
Yeah, I've noticed a change in the street. Everywhere I go, man, that march really did something.
That's right. It was powerful. It was powerful. It changed
and you
my
see
life.
Him. Get out of here.
Yeah, it really did. And when they first asked me, I was kind of like, okay, we're doing the Million Woman March. I gotta be there. I'm, right. the midget revolutionary. So.
And even that word is problematic. But I want you to go watch her full video, because the full video is so powerful. He kept trying to clown her on this show for some reason.
Yeah, I didn't see a lot of actresses there. Do you think more artists should be involved just politically and
I don't know. I know that I need to be more involved. Okay. You know what I'm saying? But I can't speak for everybody else. But it also, a lot of people didn't know about the Million Woman March.
Oh, they knew.
It was on the DL, Chris. It was on the DL.
Well, a million women knew.
That's true. But it wasn't really.
Let's continue going forward. I want to go forward in this.
Men got organized faster than women?
That's true.
That's
true. I mean, hey, I'm just trying to make excuses. I was there, and let me tell you, I had a blast.
So watch the thing. He kept trying to throw shade at her, and she kept deflecting it. She was on point. That's one thing that I can say. She was young, but she was ready. Wasn't that you may be young. Oh, no, that's not the type of... Nonetheless, watch the whole video. He was clowning her in the video. It was inappropriate. Let me see if I can find any more of the hard-hitting punches.
Jada Pinkett,
Oh, here. Hold on.
It's like $50. Damn.
All right. So you know what? Watch the whole video. I have issues with his style of comedy as well. Let me, we got some apples that have come in. I'm going to check the apples in just a moment. I want to play something for you all that I felt was really problematic. Let me play this for you all.
Women.
Here. So problematic. Here. Oh my God, exhausting.
Only women, children, and dogs are loved unconditionally. Women, children, and dogs are loved unconditionally.
You know, I call bullshit on this, but let's continue.
Man is only loved under the condition that he provides something.
So he has a history of problematic comedy. Damn it. I wish I had the link for the video where he was trying to get this white man to use the N-word with the hard R on it. We'll take a commercial break in a moment, and then I'm going to look for that video because it's so problematic. I wanted to address this foolery right here. Will Smith and comedians like him and Dave Chappelle. Dave Chappelle made a joke about the whore uniform that women wear that makes it very dangerous for women out there, right? Claiming that you go up to a police officer who's dressed in a police uniform and you're like, well, officer, can you help me with this? But then you go up to a woman who has on a whore uniform and you try to treat her like a whore. And she's like, well, that's up. But what these people fail to talk about is how there can be so many of their brethren wearing this quote unquote thug uniform. And then when the police see them in the thug uniform, that then they, you know, start beating them over the head like they're thugs and be like, well, what? Well, aren't you a thug? It's like these males like this make it so dangerous for women out there. But let's talk about this joke in particular, which is really in bad taste, right? So only women, children, and dogs are loved unconditionally. A man has to provide. Are fat women loved unconditionally? Are disabled women loved unconditionally just because they're women? Is an older woman postmenopausal? Is she out there in the dating market loved unconditionally just because she's a woman? Is a woman who chooses she doesn't want to have intercourse, is she loved unconditionally? Is a woman who can't have intercourse because she's ill or something happens, is she loved unconditionally? Not only that, we have nakers continuing to ask, what do women bring to the table? People enter into relationships with people who are a complement or a match for them in some sort of way, that person is providing something. He's giving fodder for the red pill and incel community that they took these stupid ass jokes and run with it and make the situation for Black women worse in our community. They don't address the fuckery that's going on with them and the bucks out there, right? But they're talking about the foolishness. Only women, children, and dogs are the children who are whipped mercilessly and cursed out online and all that. I've made several videos about this. Are those children loved unconditionally? The dogs that are kicked and beat, it's like he played victim instead of going out there and doing something about himself and his issues as a man. He made an entire comedy special about his divorce and all this other stuff, and it wasn't funny. I was watching the comedy, the comedy, and I was just like, get help. Get help. Speaking of help, Will Smith needs help. You could see in his face. The pandemic has taken a toll. Life has taken a toll. Public ridicule has probably taken a toll. And that day he said enough was enough. I want you all to do something for me. Do something for me. Do something. Do something. Do something. Do something. Do something. I'm going to play a little something. I'm going to play a little something for you all. And I want you all to tell me if you know what this is. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Okay. Here. Hold on. Let me see if this is the beginning.
Everyone considered him.
Okay. Here. I want to see. Do you all know this song?
Everyone considered him. Everyone considered him a coward of.
Hold on. Here. Raise your hand if you're familiar with this right here. I can't play more than 15 seconds because, you know, they be coming for a sister with the copyright. So I know that this is copywritten. So here, let me see if I can.
The coward of the county. He'd never stood one single time to prove
All right. Raise your hand if you know. Go ahead and put up the number 1 if you know this song. I love this song. I love this song. I love this song. I love this song. I put up the number 1 if you know this song. Because this song is called Coward of the County. I want you to do me a favor, and I want you to go look, after this video, I want you to go look up this song, because this song gives you a pretty good idea, right? So basically, I'm going to tell you, I love this song. I love this song. Basically, this boy, his father died in jail when he was 10. And his father told him, promise me, son, not to do the things I've done. Walk away from trouble if you can. Then he goes on. Now it don't make you weak, son, to turn the other cheek. You don't have to fight to be a man. It's a song about this guy who was considered the coward of the county. It's a beautiful story. And people called him Yellow. His name was Tommy. Tommy fell in love with this young lady by the name of Becky. See, my father's Caribbean, so my father loves country western music. So I grew up listening to country western music as well as calypso and soca and a little bit of reggae, right? All right. Some people know Coward of the County. If you don't, that's fine. So these guys, the Gatlin boys, Tommy had fallen in love with a young lady by the name of Becky. And the Gatlin boys decided that they were going to come over and they were going to beat up Becky, take advantage of Becky, and do things to her that were not explicitly detailed in the song, but basically there were 3 of them and just one of her. And Tommy walked in and saw her clothes were ripped and she was crying. And he went and confronted them at the bar, right? And they laughed at him as he turned around, right? And they were like, oh, look, old Yella's leaving. But what he did was he went and locked the door. And then it goes into the chorus all over again. So basically, whatever Tommy did to them in that bar, you could hear a pin drop when you heard the last man fall, right? And at the end of the song, Tommy switches the chorus and says, sometimes you gotta fight to be a man. Now, Will Smith, corny, cheesy, I don't use profanity in my songs. I make PG Disney songs, even when he was a grown man, right? Now, we have gone decades of really just thinking of the Fresh Prince as just a clown. Please, 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 listen. Pay attention or I'm going to take the comments off the screen. Pay attention to what I'm saying. Tanya's teaching, right? Corny old Will Smith, decades of thinking of him as just not really being very manly or very masculine, having jokes and bullying him publicly at our expense, or rather at his expense, right? And one day he was at an award show with his wife, with a man who's a colleague of theirs who had been ridiculing his wife for decades. Watch the Lailah Lynn video, right? Here, I'm going to find Will Smith laughed Chris Rock. I want to show you the video because Will Smith did laugh. He laughed after he told the joke, but the laugh kind of seemed like a reflex. But when he looked over and saw, okay, here. Let's take a look. It says multiple videos show that that he laughed at the joke, right? Let's see. Okay, so here. Let's take a look. Let's take a look at this here. Yeah. So here is the video. He made the joke. Look.
Jada, I love you. G.I. Jane 2, can't wait to see it. All right?
And look. This is the moment right there. Will seems to be laughing nervously, right? He seems to be laughing nervously, and Jada's face is not having it. He's not having it.
That was a nice one. Okay. I'm out here. Richard.
and then he comes up onto the stage, and you see, look, I don't know what type of laugh it was. I know that from myself personally, in editing videos, this is why I do my videos live, right? In editing videos, sometimes it takes a second or two for the reaction to come, that I'm still in the prior reaction, and then it takes a second or two for the new reaction to come. I don't know whether he saw his wife's face and decided, you know what, my wife is in distress. I need to defend my wife. I don't know. We don't know. All I know from being a vlogger who has edited videos where I have to splice them two together, I know that sometimes, well, in listening, that sometimes it takes 2 seconds or so for the last reaction to end and the new reaction to begin. I'm telling you from doing side by side, right? So he went up onto the stage. He did his Batman slap, right? And then he walked off. But I want to show you. Will and Jada after the slap, right? I want to show you Will and Jada after. I have so many windows open because I needed to show you all so much. But as I go through these, I'm going to close the windows. I want to show you Will and Jada after the slap here. There are images of them with their heads touching together. This is them in the corner right here. And as you see, she's looking at him with love and adoration in her eyes. They touched foreheads together. And I'm sure he got himself some fantastic punani that night. I'm sure she put extra oomph on him that night. That's his wife, right? And she's suffering from a disease. She shaved her head. Chris Rock is a colleague in their circle. She's been talking about her alopecia since 2018. And so people say that there's probably no way that Chris Rock didn't know, right? He made a joke, and in seeing the discomfort in his wife's face, perhaps he realized, here we go into this cycle again, where I'm being emasculated publicly again, where my wife is being used as fodder for the punchline again. And he may have lost it. I don't know. But what I do know is that there is not a person, not a human being on this video right here, that if you have lived long enough, have not done something that was disgraceful, distasteful, or something that you consider to be a mistake. From me personally, from what it is that I saw in Will Smith's face, heard from his speech coming up afterwards, he sounds like a man who is in need of mental health care. And we in the Black community, we allow Caucasoids, Caucasian people, white people, people who consider themselves white, because they know such thing as a person who's white, right? Right? To lambast and vilify this man while simultaneously taking up for mass shooters. Oh, the mental health. Oh, he's got this. Oh, this, that, and the other. These Caucasoids, the most barbaric, historically barbaric people. You got no moral ground to stand on. Historically, the most barbaric people. We're sitting here and allowing these people to dictate the narrative. I know me personally, listen, I have, especially during the pandemic with all of that stuff weighing down on me. Chris Rock even talked about how in the entertainment industry that you've got to take all of this abuse, right? There was a man who probably reached the end of his rope that night and made a split, calculated decision to go and scrap the narrative that he had been pushing, the non-violent, non-curse word, all of that, the good guy. This is a family movie. The dude played a genie, for goodness sake. He played a genie. Remember? I'm sure you all remember. Will Smith played a genie. He's benign. Let me type in Will Smith genie, because he played a genie. He's played in children's movies. This is how benign he is, because you've got to be. Remember when he played this dude, Shazam, I think his name was? No. What's his name was Shazam? This is, what movie was this? What, damn it, I can't remember what movie that was. Was that Jasmine? I think it was, I think that was the movie with, was it? I don't know, because I think, what's his name? Shaquille O'Neal was Shazam, but this guy, I think that was whatever. So nonetheless, right? Nonetheless, every person has a breaking point. You've had your breaking point. I know that I have been beside myself. This is where the term beside myself comes from. Because sometimes there's a point where a switch just goes off and you are a spectator watching yourself perform an action. Now, we have all of this issue. Now, listen, am I saying violence is right and he should have done this? No, he did it. That's the point. Should he have done it? That's besides the point. He did it. And all of us have done and participated in actions, both physical and verbal, that we wish we could have done a different way, which other people from the outside looking at can say could have been handled in a different way, right? Yet it still happened. We are human. And we've got to give each other the grace to be like, I give this person the grace that even if I don't understand, that I empathize with. And right now, I believe that everyone involved can use a bit of empathy. We as the public, Johnny Q public or whatever we're called, we can be very vicious. And we expect for people to not have any type of breaking point, to not be in any state of mental dis-ease or whatnot. We expect for everyone to perform perfectly at every point, every juncture, no matter what. And everybody has a breaking point. You have one. I have one. We're going to check these apples in just a moment. So I appreciate you all for sending them through. I'm gonna let me go ahead. Let me go ahead and grab these apples real quick. Let me see. What is that I hear? Hey. All right. All right, let's grab the first apple. Someone sent an apple and said, you were missed. She sent $25. Thank you. I appreciate that. Tiffany sends $25 and says, couldn't have said it better myself. Thank you. I appreciate that. Let me send you some hearts back. And Shalia sends $2 and says, Chris Rock never been funny to me. He's not funny to me either. I don't like his brand of comedy, but I don't like Dave Chappelle's comedy. I appreciated some of the skits from the show, but his stand-up I can't get with. Especially after that joke about the whore uniform, making it very dangerous, entitling men to go out there and feel that women who are dressed in what their opinion of a whore is. A police officer has a standard uniform. Just because you think somebody's dressed like a whore doesn't mean that they're a whore. And then Chris Rock's fodder for the red pill community is like, can you imagine a man going up to a woman being like, but you got on the whore's uniform? Come on. It's like, come on. And just making it a more dangerous place for women where you have somebody who is stronger and bigger than them going up to them and pretending as if their clothing has given them the indication that they're selling intercourse. And if they were, then, and if they, it's like, come on. People, if you can't tell, it's like, first of all, the true escorts, you would never be able to tell who is an escort or who's not at the bar until they start telling you what the price is, right? But people who are out on the street selling it, they're standing in a particular place and you can tell, but those type of jokes were meant to demean women into being disrespected. Come on. All right, so now, okay, if you want to send an apple and have your comment read on air, inside of the description of the video, it's at Tanya TKO. That's what it is. Oh, there's another one. Chicozie sends $25 and says, welcome back. I stand with Chris and he should sue. He won't sue. And listen, you can stand with him all you want, but all I'm saying is, dear, shh. Let men talk to men in the language that men understand for the reasons that men understand them. We as women need to just sit back and just paint our nails. If you paint your nails, go put on some lip gloss. This is my vegan lip gloss. Put on some lip gloss. Go put on tweeze your eyebrows. Put on some lashes if you so choose, and sit pretty. Let men handle men business. Ladies, just sit back. Just sit back. Sit back. Shh, 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 shh. Hush. Hush. Let the men handle men business. All right. Here we go. I want to play a video for you all. Quick video. This is Chris Rock's brother. So Chris Rock's brother, his name is Tony Rock, apparently. His name is Tony Rock. And he came out. Now he wants to go at Will. Now he wants to fight. This is what I'm saying. This is the language men understand.
Oh, we on pot for the rest of the year. If I say anything tonight, anybody got a fucking problem with? You got one option what you can do about it. Absolutely nothing. Because if you think you're going to walk up on this stage, this ain't the fucking Oscars. And if you walk your ass up here, you ain't nominated for shit but these hands. You want to hit my fucking brother?
And
because your bitch gave you a side eye?
Oh, so he's calling her the B word and people are clapping for him. You're calling somebody's wife a bitch. You see what I'm saying? Your brother is the bitch. He was slapped on the stage and the only thing that your brother did was say, oh, I won't talk about her anymore. That's what he did. Now all of a sudden you want to try to act big and bad and now you want to call people's wives bitches and all this other stuff. And it's like, oh, dude, who are you? Your brother is famous and we don't even know you, sir. You're doing stand-up in his shadow. You wish that you could get slapped. You wish that you could be slapped by a multimillionaire with your thousandaire self. You wish. This is just bizarre. And people are standing up there clapping for him. It's like we as a people, we're sick. We're sick. We like our violence out of our face. We just don't like to see it. We like our violence in the package of a pretty phone. Just give me the technology. I don't care how many children's hands were chopped off. Oh, just give me the sneakers. I don't care how many children were exploited for me to pay hundreds of dollars for these sneakers. Meanwhile, they cost $12, $6 to make. And children are being beat, whipped, and falling into machines making them. We don't care. We don't care about verbal violence. We don't care about disrespecting Black women. We don't care about any of that. We don't care. We don't care. What we care about is that it's not in our face. Just don't show me the violence. Don't show it to me. Just let me, just without the bother. Without the bother. Just hush. Just let me get my violence quiet. Let me curse my mother out. Let me not talk to my siblings for decades. Let me do all of that. Oh, let me slap up my sister. Let me do all of that. Let me slap up my brother. Let me go stab forks into my boyfriend's arm. Let me do that. Well, maybe that's a different story. It's a different story. But we don't talk about how in our lives we fall a little bit less than grace. Like even laughing at him calling this woman a bitch. What has she ever done to him? What has she done to him? She's done nothing to him or his brother. But they continue to keep a bee in the bonnet of their balls for this family. It's like, leave them alone. Now he's looking for a fight. Son, sit down. Sit down, son. We don't know you. Who you be? Shut up. It's like, we don't know who you are. Sit down. You're trying to make a little name for yourself now that your brother got slapped up. And you want to try to be like, you want to slap my brother because your bee gave you a side eye? I'm exhausted.
Oh, it's a lot of rock brothers. Y'all ain't know it's a lot of rock brothers. It's 10 of us. Oh, you about to see all the rock brothers. That shit ain't gonna ride.
Nobody's gonna
Tony
see
would go on to reiterate.
Nobody is going to see you. No one's going to see you. You're going to sit right there in your obscurity and your dust-induced non-fame, and you're going to try to ride the wave of this, try to go viral. No one's going to see you. We don't know you. We haven't heard of you. Your brother's famous, and you had some mention in the show. Everybody hates Chris, but we don't know you. We don't know you. I don't know what you're doing. I don't know what you're doing. We don't know what you're doing. There's some more apples that have come in. Oh, Lord, let me see what other videos I got. Let me see what other videos. Because dude think he hard. Nah, he got on orange, like, jail jumpsuit. And it's just, come on. We don't know. What has you need to go up on stage and slap your brother for the fact that he's been famous for 30 years and we still don't know you. Come on, sir. Come on, stop with your jail jumper looking shirt on. We don't know you. Who are you? Now, see, this is what I'm saying. This is the language men understand. Now everybody wants to go at Will, but if it was 50 Cent who went up there and slapped Chris Rock, well, I think a lot more of us would feel sorry for Chris Rock. It was a slap. He didn't punch him. He didn't go swinging like he was ziplining from the man's testicles. He didn't do all of that. He slapped him. And you know what? Let me play a little thing for you. If I can find it. This dude is exhausting. I'm exhausted just looking at him and his wannabe behind. Just exhausting. Let me see if I can find this little clip real quick. It's a clip of. It's here. It's a clip from the Dave Chappelle show. If I could play this real quick here.
Going around, have you heard it? What did the five fingers say to the face?
What?
Slap!
First of all, you don't slap a man. Okay? I mean, even when slapping was fashionable, and, they did it in Paris, the guy would come up.
Rest in peace. So there's something about a slap. He didn't punch him. He didn't do all of that. This is why I'm saying, ladies, shush. Let men handle men folk business. He slapped the man. It wasn't a punch. It wasn't any. He was a slap, and he did it in front of everyone, where the joke was made. And unfortunately, this is a double-edged sword because it's like now other men want to have a go at him. It's just not sustainable. I understand that Will Smith may have lost it that evening, but it's not a sustainable route. And do I feel that he should receive all of the ramifications of going up there and assaulting someone? Yes. But the relationship that is probably most important to him is not the relationship with the Academy Awards, not even the relationship he has with Chris Rock. And Will Smith did offer an apology. I'll read the apology for you all. But the relationship he has with his wife was okay that night. He probably got him some wild punani, some enthusiastic. Speaking of which, ladies, you all can choose to do what it is that you want to do. But if like I know, if you see men online talking about this is Jada's fault, violence is never an option, just fold up your vagina. Just fold it back up within itself. Tuck it under your arm and just walk out. Just walk out. Because this has divided men along a very clear line. The men who feel that violence is never an option, who are pretending as if they have never fallen from grace, that they've never done anything disgraceful or distasteful, right? And just listen. Find the men who understand that a beleaguered, embattled man who is tired and under duress may act in a way to do his version of protecting his wife and create a precedent that nothing no go so. Nothing goes that way. Nothing no go so. He got up on that stage, and people will have to think twice. They'll have to think twice before, like, you can talk whatever it is that you want to talk, Tony Rock. Ugh. You can talk whatever it is that you want to talk 10,000 miles away. But in the presence of Will Smith, call his wife a bitch. Do that. Do that then, and let's see. Because so many of these men have their nuts swinging down low when they're far away. But when they come into contact, they tuck them. They push them up inside. Because men understand the hierarchy of alpha this and alpha beta this and zeta that, even though that's a fallacy for humans, because the alpha in the wolf community is really female. But that we ain't going to tell them that. Listen. I'm just going to continue to move forward. Listen, I'm going to continue to move forward. We're going to continue to move forward. I'm going to show you all something. Let me show you all something. Let me show you all. This is not what I want. Hold on. I've shown this already. We've shown that. We saw that with his burnt out face. Okay, hold on. Here, we're going to do the Will Smith apology. Yeah. Let's get this up on the screen. Give me 1 second, y'all. All right. So this is the Will Smith apology. He says, this is what he says. He says, violence in all of its forms is, I can't see it. It's too small. I can't see. It's too small. Let me try to make it bigger. All right. He says, violence in all of its forms is poisonous and destructive. My behavior at last night's Academy Awards was unacceptable and inexcusable. Jokes at my expense are part of the job, but a joke about Jada's medical condition was too much for me to bear, and I reacted emotionally. I would like to publicly apologize to you, Chris. I was out of line and I was wrong. I am embarrassed and my actions were not indicative of the man I want to be. There is no place for violence in a world of love and kindness. So he gave his apology. There are some people who said that Chris Rock gave an apology, and so let me show this to you all right here. Did Chris Rock apologize to Will Smith? This is false. Snopes has disproven it. This was a post that was going around, and the post was like, as a comedian, it can be difficult to understand which lines are to be crossed, but I'm saying this was not a real apology. It was something fake that somebody came up with. Which lines are to be crossed and which ones aren't. Last night I crossed the line and I shouldn't have, and I paid an enormous price of my reputation as a renowned blah, 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 blah. Many of you saw it, and for those of you who didn't, that's good because it was fake. It wasn't a real, it was fake. So it was proven to be false, and so we did it in under 2 hours. So we may come back out. And do a call in. Make sure that you are subscribed to the channel. Make sure that you like the channel. Make sure that you are a part of the text notification squad. We're gonna read these. Hey, what is that I hear? Hey. All right, so we're gonna read these apples. We got a lot of apples that have come in, a lot. All right. So Tawana says, Jada is being disrespected by many Black men. So sad. Thank you. This is so true. Shalia sends $3 and say, women stay in a woman's place and let men do them. Well, what is a woman's place, though? I hear you. And Shalia says, stop being so masculine, ladies. Hold on. Stop being so masculine, ladies. I'll give her a heart on that. Then Clear sends $1 and says, The translucent community has zoos. Child, listen, you talking, hey, look. They had lynching postcards, videos, news articles. This is what I'm saying. So they have zero ground to stand on to talk about anything, anything at all. They can't talk to me about Nathan. Hey, we're going to just listen to a little bit of music while we read these. Here. Shalia comes back and says, Tony needs to sit his ASS down somewhere. Child, I feel you on that. Claire sends $1 and says, doesn't Woody Allen still get awards and accolades? Girl! Yes, he does. And he is a creep beyond creeps. Anybody who marries their stepchild and had an affair with them when they were under their guidance and care is despicable. Here. Paula sends $10 and says, Team Will Smith, disrespect gets addressed. And then she has a slapping hand there. Child, I feel you. You know, what I'm going to say is this is not a matter of Will Smith or Chris Rock. This is about you, right? This is about you and giving yourself grace. Also, not poking the bear. I had a male person in my life whom I love very much come to me and say, well, would you feel the same way if he had come up and slapped me? And I'm saying, you know, don't poke the bear. You see a beleaguered and battled man who has been getting publicly ridiculed for decades. Don't poke the bear. Leave the bear alone, because you really don't know, or don't poke the hornet's nest. You really don't know when the hornets are going to come flying out. Just leave people, let them be. You know what I mean? It's like, how many times are you going to single out, just because somebody may be jealous of how much money you make, how many times are you going to single out a family? Leave them alone. Leave them alone. Leave them alone. Go ahead and hit the likes button. T wants you all to get the likes up. Go ahead to throw up those likes. And then on that note, we may come back out, if I can just calm myself a little bit more. We may come back out and do a call-in show, but I really don't know. Should we do a call-in show? Let's get a vote on that. If we should do a call-in show, it looks like we got 2 apples that came in right as we were closing. Hold on. Claire says, people are attacking Jada heavy. Schultz for Chris because he wore a dress and lipstick on Fresh Prince. Did Will Smith wear a dress? I don't remember that. Listen, Chris Rock was in a dress too. You all seen Chris Rock in a dress? You've seen him. If you haven't, let me see. Let me see if I could. He looked horrible in it too. Chris Rock in drag. Let me see if I can find a picture. Oh my God, have mercy. So this is Chris Rock in drag. Ugh. Let's see. So this is not looking good at all. This look a mess. He look a mess. What the? Why is he looking like this? Oh my Jesus. Oh Lord. You know what? He's been cooning it up for the cameras for quite some time. Excuse my language, but he really has. This guy, he look a mess. Ain't nothing cute about this madness that I'm seeing. Why he look like this? Ugh. Lord have mercy. So if you think we should have a call-in show, put in 1. If you don't think we should have a call-in show, put in 2. Let's see. Let's see the vote. Come on, let's see the vote. Let me give my heart to this real quick. Okay, let's see. Ugh, Chris Rock isn't that attractive as a man. Then when he goes into drag, I understand it's a joke, but he still look a mess. I understand, but has been. You know what? Let me see if I can find that video where he was trying to get that man, that Caucasoid, to use the N-word. Let me see if I can find the video. Let me see if I can find it. I don't think I can find it, because so many people. So there are more people who are saying they want the call-in show than not. Let me see if I can find a video where Chris Rock tries to get a guy to say the hard R. Let's see. Chris Rock tries to get white man to say Nigger. Let's see if I could find the video. He was on a show. Let's see. Chris Rock. He was on a show. Chris Rock criticized for allowing. Here, I think I found it. Here. Oh, yep, I found it. I found it. Never underestimate the power of a Google search. Never underestimate the power.
People are rich, they're just rich forever and ever. Even their kids are rich. Yeah. But when a black guy gets rich, it's countdown to when he's poor again.
He's the blackest white guy I fucking know. And then all the negative things we think about black people, this fucker.
You're saying I'm a nigger.
Yes, you are the niggerest fucking white man I have ever.
Amazing. I don't think he could do that.
What?
I don't think he has those
There's
qualities.
only two. You don't even understand.
Really?
You don't really know him like I've worked with him.
No, like your bit about.
I wouldn't use it anywhere.
No, exactly. These two.
We
use
say
that
nigger on stage.
On stage.
You guys don't. That's an
that's
interesting
the
two teams
that's
here.
the difference between
That's right. That's right.
Yeah.
We
can
say
pair
nigger on
up in
stage. You
different
guys
ways,
don't.
but that's definitely a pairing. Who
We
says
say-
nigger on stage? We don't.
Well, you just did.
Yeah,
That's right.
Yeah.
You and me say
No,
nigger in
no,
private.
No.
These two guys don't. I don't believe he says it in private
I've
much.
given it up just because it's played.
I don't believe it's. I don't think you've ever said it probably in your life.
No,
I don't
never.
think. No. Yeah, that's it. That's the huge difference between you and me, I think.
Well,
Is that I've said
you
it.
found the humor of it.
Yeah.
I haven't found it.
Right.
Nor do I seek it.
Right.
So,
Find a way. Find a way.
Can I squeeze some
You know what,
comedy
though?
out of
Jerry,
nigger?
all of a sudden having a great nigger bit would be pretty amazing.
yeah, that would
It would be amazing.
Oh, it'd be amazing.
because he retired it.
Yeah.
He retired it.
No, he
in
did.
'96.
Yeah.
I'm done with it.
Yeah.
Anytime you come even close to cursing, people, ooh, shit.
Yeah.
Yo, did he just sit up in a room full of white men, going back and forth, allowing a Caucasoid to use the N-word in his presence? Yo, where's my powder? Where's my powder? I need to get. Let me put some powder up on my hands. I need some powder. I need some powder. Yo, Will Smith, you know what? Next time, just put some powder on your hand before you go up there so that we can see the dust fly off your hands. Yo, you know what? I need to take that piece of the video and clip it down just so that people can see. And the thing is that the white guy initiated the N-word with the hard R right in Chris Rock's presence. He said that you were the black. Oh my gosh. I cannot believe this. I'm stunned. Listen. I can't believe what I just saw. I cannot believe it. Listen. On that note right there. Go out there and love one another. Most importantly, love yourself. I don't even know what to say. You know, I've always heard about him cooning it up for the camera. You know, making jokes. Was he the one who made the joke, I love black people, but I can't stand N-words? Giving people carte blanche? Listen. I'm stunned. Listen. Go out there and love one another. Most importantly, love yourself. And part of loving yourself is for getting mental health care, staying on top of your mental health care. not poking the bear of other people who are already beleaguered and embattled. Stop picking on people. You know, allow men to have their men talk and talk in the language that men understand. Do that. What else? I'm sorry. I'm so stunned. I'm stunned. Let's continue. Let's get out of here. I appreciate each and every one of you for coming out. You know what we're gonna do before we head out of here? I want to see what is the self-love lesson that you have taken away from this video with all that we have shown, with all that we've shown. What is the self-love lesson? What is the self-love lesson that you have taken away from this? I want to see. So come on, let's get what music can we get? You know, this is we need to come to some. Here we go. Here we go. Listen, while you all come up with the self-love lesson, I'm gonna go bust a quick wine. Hey, 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 hey. Come on. We'll do a call-in if I can get back out later. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. What is the self-love lesson that you all see from this? Let's see. Come on. Hey. Hey. Come on. Come on. All right. If I can come back later, I'll do a call-in. The people on the text notification squad will get the text. Come on. Hey. 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 Come on. What's the self-love lesson? I want to see. Hey. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Come on. Hey. Don't be a Chris Rock. That's the self-love lesson. Come on, type S.L.A.P. I want to see the self-love lesson. Don't insult a man's wife in front of him. If you don't stand for something, you'll fall for anything. Think before you speak. Stay on top of mental health. Catch him outside. Well, that could be a self-love lesson too. Come on. Come on. Come on. Hey. Hey, y'all know nothing about this? What you know about this? Come on. Come on, to churn the butter. Come on, S.L.A.P. What's the self-love lesson? Hey, rest in your femininity, ladies. Yes, thank you, thank you, thank you. Slaps matter. I cannot. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Come on. Come on, what's the S.L.L. self-love lesson? Don't tolerate any disrespect. Breathe. Let the men handle their masculinity, ladies. Don't be a Will or I don't see the rest one. When men want to crush a fellow man, it's going by so fast. That waistline, Tanya, looking good. I told you 40 days away on my healing journey. Come on. Come on. Come on. You don't know about this right now. Hey. Come on, self-love lesson. Grow up and stay up. G, gotta check your peers. All right. Love despite it all. All right. Have more respect. Come on. Come on. Hey. 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 Come on. Let your man speak up. Yes. Slap lives matter. Hey. 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 Treat people how you want to be treated. Yes. Black women accept all forms of protection. Your image shouldn't be mocked. Yes. 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 Come on. Come on. Hey. Hey. Come on. Thou shalt not diss another man's wife. Chris thought he had COVID. Doc said, nah, we'll smack the taste out your mouth. Oh, Lord. You so foolish. Thou shalt not diss another man's wife. Exactly. Exactly, exactly, exactly. Exactly. Thank you all so much for those self-love lessons that you learned from the video. You all said it all. You all said it all. However, listen, you said it all. What can I add onto that? The one thing that I can add on that is to know when your mental health is slipping and stay on top of it. And if something has happened to you in the past, forgive yourself and figure out how to be better. People are trying to pretend now like if Will is this violent everybody has a breaking point. Will has been the cornball of the century for decades, since he was a child himself. He has gone out of his way to give that antiseptic, very sterile view of himself. So much so that people don't even respect his manhood in front of him before now. But he spoke the language that men understood, and they're going to think twice. They're going to think twice. They're going to think twice. We got an apple that has come in. If you send your apples after I'm off air, then I'll just get them and respond to it after I'm off air. So here, let's grab these last few apples before I go. Tawana says, I think it was a white woman Chris made this joke so he would be dragged all over the internet. I think if it was a white woman, I think if it was a white woman and Chris made this joke, who knows? But you know what? The thing is that in our Black community, of which Chris Rock is a part of whom he is an age peer with Will Smith, he decided to continue to attack an already embattled, beleaguered family who have been fighting against media scrutiny for years. And Will Smith he's probably tired. Shanice sends $1 and says, we've been saying protect Black women. Now it's a problem. You know what? This is why I'm telling Black women, sit down. Sit down. Ladies, just hush. Just hush and let the men talk their language while we come together and talk ours, because we need to talk about healing. We need to talk about getting ourselves together. You see what 40 days of detox and getting my liver right and together has done for me, right? Oh, you see what it has done for your girl. And I am looking and feeling amazing and great. So make sure that you go out there and you start thinking about different ways. I'm going to have a nutritionist on the show. I've already spoken to him. A man who has his PhD in nutritional sciences, I believe. I'm still in the process of figuring out all of that. And we're going to talk about, I'm going to interview him and pick his brain, because he's very much all about what the data shows, not what testing on animals show, not what population studies show, but what double-blind studies show in with control groups and double-blind experimentation. So we're going to talk to a nutritionist to help get us our nutritional information down pat once and for all. But if you're on the mailing list, on the text notification squad, you will find out about that. So I appreciate all of you for coming out. And we're gonna just go out. We're gonna go out. I will see you all in the next video. Tanya TKO, and I am out. Go out there and love one another. Hey, make sure you love yourself. I will see you all in the next video. Good night, everybody. Good night. I might see you all for a call in a little bit later on, but I'll send a message out to the text notification squad. Hey. All right, good night, everybody. Good night.